Hi, how are you? My name is Tonchi Prusak and I'm the host of the Geelong Region Soccer Show, which is proudly brought to you by the Gordon as our major sponsor. Well, on tonight's show, boy, have we got an action-packed show. We're going to have no less than 5 guests on tonight's show. It's going to be a whopper of a show. Don't miss it out, folks, at 8 p.m. tonight on all our social media platforms. We'll be speaking to Bell Park coach, the coach of the Bell Park senior men's team, Alan Muscat, after their huge win over Barwon on the weekend in the Men's State League 4 local derby.
And that was the talking point during the week about how we didn't take our chances. And today, we were making sure we've done the same thing today, and we took our chances today. And the boys, to their credit, they got out of the second, as you said, they got out of second and third gear, and they done well. But
On the flip side, we'll also be speaking to Dale Harris from the Barwon Soccer Club, the head coach of the senior men's team, and they're having a bit of a tough time in the State League 4 competition. And after Saturday night's derby clash with Bell Park, I caught up with him after the game.
Not good enough performance that shows why we sit in bottom of the ladder. It's been a disaster since Addy Cup.
We'll also be speaking to Rolando Navis and Joel Martin. They're from the Sports Group Melbourne organisation, which recently held a very, very successful Western United Cup in Geelong. This week, the Junior Champions League kicks off. And for the first time, there will be a regional zone phase as well, which will include Geelong. And they are seeking more and more Geelong teams to get involved in this competition for juniors. And we'll find out all about what's coming up with the Junior Champions League from Rolando and Joel.
We were very pleased with how it all went. For the first year, to get 74 teams involved was exceptional. We obviously helped Western United run the Ballarat edition, which started 3 years ago now, and that's only for girls. But to have the boys and the girls for the Geelong one was great, and definitely.
And last but not least, this weekend, the local community leagues kicked off. All the juniors, all the miniroos, the senior men's and the senior women's. And we're going to catch up with the head coach of the Lara United Football Club's senior women's team, Stephen DeCunto. And he's got some interesting thoughts to talk about both the grading process and women's football at senior level in general in Geelong.
Not because, no disrespect to our opposition, it was just I don't like to be beating a team by a lot in a not only grading game but normal game as well. I've been around the traps of senior women's and the women's side since 2009, so I sort of don't want it to. I've been on the other end of some losses too.
Yep.
It's degrading. It's a bit tough. But this situation.
So, folks, don't miss out on tonight's episode of the Geelong Region Soccer Show, live tonight from 8 p.m. on all of our social media platforms. Until then, have a lovely rest of the